Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.8482 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 0.31%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out the key chart patterns that we have information on this chart. And here on the Polygon Matic chart, we are seeing a massive breakout to the upper side. And before I get to that, let me kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, and that corrective movement has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark. And having done so, I believe it has done the minimum that we expected it to do in its ABC corrective movement, and soon we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, having a wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to that all-time high, we first need to see a first wave to the upper side right here, and I believe that is what is playing out. And I believe we are seeing the formation of a fractal wave within a wave 1, where I believe we have completed the formation of a fractal wave 4 over here, and now we're in the formation of a wave 5 to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1. And if I get a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave, so that it can also give me the key scenarios that I expect to play out. After making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, made our high for that wave 1, then saw a very nice retracement over here, made a low for that wave 2, then continued pushing high in the formation of a third wave, which I had a target area here on the charts at around the $0.93 mark. And that I was basing it on the trend-based Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2. That gave me a minimum target area for that third wave to the upper side. And initially here on the charts, I had my wave 3 high as the high that we have at around the $1.02 mark, and this retracement that we are seeing over here, that is what I was terming as a retracement to the side in the formation of our wave 4. But the moment we managed to break above this key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark and made a new high at around the $1.06 mark, that made me to change scenarios, having the new high as the high for that third wave to the upper side. And whatever we have been seeing over here is the formation of a wave 4 to the lower side. And because a wave 4 is a retracement of the third wave, we can use the Fibonacci's to get a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 by connecting the fibs from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of a fourth wave between the fib level 0.618 and the fib level 0.328, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that. That is the minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, and that target area lies between the $0.82 mark and the $0.66 mark. And you can see Polygon Matic has continued to respect that movement, that target area to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4. And because a wave 4 is a corrective wave, we also expect to see a corrective movement play out here on the formation of the wave 4, and I believe that we are also seeing that, having this as the wave A, then a wave B making a high at around the $0.94 mark, then continued pushing low in the formation of a wave C, which gave us a low at around the $0.69 mark, which is within this red target area that I have drawn out here on the charts. And after making that low, we are seeing a bit of a bounce to the upper side, and in that movement to the upper side, we had also been trading within this channel, which is right here between a key area of resistance at around the $0.78 mark and a key area of support at around the $0.72 mark. And we saw a breakout out of this channel that we had been trading within to the upper side, and we have continued pushing higher, and I believe we are seeing the formation of a wave 5 in this movement that we are seeing over here. And if I jump to the 1 hour chart so that you can see that better, within a wave 5, which is an impulsive wave, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that wave 5, and I believe that is what is playing out here on the Polygon Matic chart. After making the low down there, we have seen a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 1, then seen a wave 2, then this impulsive movement that we are seeing over here, this is what is forming a wave 3 to the upper side, then a wave 4, then a wave 5. And once we complete this movement to the upper side in this Elliot wave structure, then we can name that Elliot wave structure as a higher Elliot wave count 1, because within a wave 5 we also expect to see fractal waves in formation, so that will be the fractal wave wave 1 within a wave 5. And using the trend-based Fibonacci, we can get a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this third wave that we are seeing in formation right now. Using the trend-based Fibonacci, I just need to connect the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the wave 2, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.87 mark. So in case we continue pushing higher, I will expect the price of Polygon Matic to take us back to around the $0.87 mark as a minimum before we start to see a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4 right here, then continue pushing higher in the formation of a wave 5 to complete this higher Elliot wave count 1. So that is what I'm expecting to play out here on the Polygon Matic chart. We are going to see a bit of a bounce to the upper side, reach our target area for that third wave, then see the formation of our 4 and then our 5. Because we have the high for that first wave to the upper side and also the high for that third wave to the upper side, we can be able to sketch out a target area for the minimum target area for that higher Elliot wave count 1 using the trend-based Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area for that higher Elliot wave count 1 at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.25 mark, and that is the minimum that I will expect that fifth wave that is in formation within a wave 1 to do to the upper side. Also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, right now we are trading at around the 62 mark. We have a bit of room for us to support any movement to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we also printed a bullish cross down here. So let's be patient and see whether we are going to maximize our target area for that third wave to the upper side before we continue pushing lower in the formation of our wave 4, then complete that higher Elliot wave count 1 which is within our wave 5 over there, and I'll keep you updated.